All will be soon to return. Just like the old days, you find took steps that you decided to never try to write a poem for the frustration of the false and advertising over your meditation for the hormone therapy of this. Melancholy for the captivating outlook for the knives never forgotten for the somehow felt melancholic enough for the chilly cusp of the past. Never once bored me and never felt the feel of alone. And the meaning of that right to be. Could read your mind from never to know what you find at night. Thinking never waited for the efforts to the hour past. It's a drop, it seemed to drop, and after the count of the moral for this controls the problem, or realized after never the trying to troubling of the letting go, or get too attached too quickly to everything for the solitude for the wishing you'll find a witness of the yearning of the soul, and every single piece of me the longing for your presence. And I cannot keep pretending your smile is what I'm thinking and seeking of what you wish to be beside me until the final place of solace and this adjacent. I feel you. No matter distraction in life or the seeking over the relationships that never sank, this afloat. To the festival, the colors that are painted with all your memories and just a unique to share together for the coming to. I wish that like not enough for hurricane to feel you, but that I don't want to know for the where you go from here, for the deep down under, for this could be just a dream, for the rather I do it just for me, for you, for this to feel you again, and I find that sunrise. And I will sit you there with the banks of this divine after the count for this divine affection of the warmth of your hand, for the love for that with the way that the admire the rain. The rain is still the same for not the affection of something else to blame. And at least resistant for the done chasing the endless dreams, and the mind taking the heart for the joke, and if it find a happiness enough for the world of its own, for the mountains and seas, green leaves fall upon the trees, and this is sun to fix a smile upon us at the toughest part of the table. Grant me the truths again, life divine, down to the highest towers of the life, and the peace to be shared. The wrestling get gold, love birds, this nestled inside of the quietude, for this to be the ship that never flew. Love that for never young, the fire for the two ages, haven over the heaven, echo for the playing the song that we know. The song that we sung in the dance to. You would empty your heart to me for this, with this sacrifice for thee. Pieces like a lion's roar home. This is the final sign of sides, old folk tale. This is taking over the seabirds and over the behind the residing of the insolence and the final stare, stars, endless in the world that we still march. Beginning for the sunrise and the darkness surrenders of the mornings and embracing your world or awakening over the gentle grace of the symphony over the colors that painted the sky. Find the sunset, set the sun. For this is not the lady, for the calling of something when up for the find the once one man laughed out without the calling of ooh to be offensive. Tracing your cool fingers to the lawn for the sun warm spine over the maple. Map, sleepy eyes trying stretched beneath the blue sky blanket. Imagine that. Together with thing, right? Embrace that truth. together again, right? Surviving with the suicide. Or together again, night not to despair to pour down upon me for the threading and the swallow me whole for this to be like a pill. It was the day to love, still for the dawn's canvas of restless clouds that were hugging every star with a tuck to the bed for this to be the rest. The centricity for the sleeping of the smoky eyes, and with the chunky to finally realize the oversized, the scuffed ever the never the out of style, never to smile. When you found yourself in the reflecting of what you were for the lowest point, and never the final loneliness never consumed you. You can see the clarity of you, never the settle for the tolerating of what you find and navigating for the bridges of amaze, and just to be amazed over the finding what you are. Some flower for the wandering through the metals would be for the this would be the petals of yellow for the stems of the green. Or ever defined within for the dark the head. What does it mean for the head for the never defined face? What your space is for the unraveling of a thread. The seam stability for the came upon the back. I could recall the dreams that it was the exist for the organism for the fragment for the what you find a memory of. Deserving love for the heart's embrace, worthy your love for the gentle grace of the souls that are defined place. This is not 1,000 years or not enough for this to be the time enough to hold up for more. I do drop back, let your little star for the find the moonlight reflect for the reminiscing over the different dimension over the what you can find to be apart. Or just not to get it close with the gears of the turning for the making themselves. Just to find a hand for the celestial symphony for the vast expanse for the this will be the design. A symphony for the stars in the cosmic seat that's how you shine. And it'll give me combined for you to dance, laugh, cheer. But you find the sound for the rosy what you are. Shadow might not relate over the ancient love. A mystery for the kingdom vast. This root will reverend over the fate of the ever plans of the tragedy near. Just find beautiful blue. Heavenly horizon just reaching over the clouds. This is sail across the sky for the blue and the bright clouds. This will imagine the self set the self to find the deep blue for the bracing of the beauty within you. And the quiet man of solitude for the finding the beauty to strengthen within the self of the gentle whisper of the soft glow for the rebounding of the worth potential. Embracing, like a blooming flower, the unfurling the petals of the world for the petal for the story, for the memory, for the adding of seemed like a riddle for the tripping to the rocks to find somewhere, always piddling over the pedal for stood over the ripple over the unfinished works. The next chapter of the life has always been long drawn and to anticipate, playing your short lives to succeed, and over the decision of loving your procrastination. The finished works, next chapter of the life been so long enough for the drawn for the anticipation for the planning your short lives to succeeding over the decision involving yourself. Toxic yourself to self-awareness and over the getting high every day for the one to dig up the habits of the nourish your lavender, or feeling the way the urge to hide away for your feelings and devote for the playing the game you play. Or galactic term for the somehow to be discerned for the distance of the part of me for the which you can find the sun died and lust. This is spread across the vacuum of the wave of the ash and the dust. And conjoining and resembling over the like the old blood for the ice stars of the comet, the father's the scroll for the babyhood, for the nurturings and over the mothering, over the voiding of a poise this to learn for the intent, for the purpose of the beyond of each galactic turn. I'll be there. Some shape or form for that you can find the frame, for that you can sense and somehow exist for the existence for the only way to continue to. Rekindling over the rethinking, over the intelligence whenever the process of falling in love with the never, to find the gravity for the nevertheless without. Pain and evolution ever inevitably be for the existence. Generate for this to be the homo sapien gets reproducing its chromosomes. Rekindling for the outdated version over the relatively for the noticeably familiar and acquaintance, and reminiscing over the familiar way for that you can find the emotional roller coaster to postpone. She was more than this, and I don't know, she was just more, like to say, or feel. Or it was more than words for the hoarding of the tongue, for the once kept that sleepless and falling in the love of the headlong into the sun, for the more than leaves, and this will be the therefore the changing hue. Or the cues would find the waters, or when they switch between the calm and the storm blues, this find what was more than life for the staring at the shadow, for the staring at the sun, but just more than maybe the having novels would always be for to explain. The nightlight, kept for the night for the light in the room, or because it was that for the nightmares away. For the dreams that more clearly you could display, for that to be the deepest the teacher for whatever that belongs to fright for the night, for the total darkness, and you could find that heartbeat or pulse that tells you you're alive, and you felt struck in the pit for this revelation, for the sun dipped into the horizon to cast a warm glow, for the winding of the road ahead, for the clutching together to find a birthday, or carved tightly your trembling hands, hall marched that heartbreak that just got broken again, for the never the relapse back into the crazy.
writing, or explore what's exciting? Do you ever feel like you're dead inside of the heartbeat of the pulse that reminds you that you're alive, to tell the field of over the stay over the pain for the divine, the pits to be the arm, not for the situation in life you can contend, never ending. So you only find it right to fuel the flame for the burn, for the keeping over the growing away, for the flames to yearn for it, weak for never the standing alone, for the scared, this one, the pine surrounded for the winds unknown, waiting for itself to change. So change that spread its warmth and light, for the bringing a new hope for those of the lost of the dying, for this to be the worst nightmare you ever had, the last safe and grace. Will it bring the tears of the sorrow of the joy of the face, there for the finding out, but then maybe for the realizing of it, you're underestimating with the power that just because it sighs. So sit not so that your thought this fine poetry over the genre or for the separate entity for the without the chaotic, unpredictable, the unique, the stronger elements of the fiction over the non-fictional character. You can be guided by the glimpse. Wherever the high stars do align, make mothers be the fate for the intertwine, and never to see that for the stars of the whim. But what I can catch an ever for the glimpse of your endearing smile. The choices you made for the while for the difficult situation have always been stuck between. Forced to make decisions, for to decide for the weather, the feelings of the love, for the ultimate in life. For every night you get into the bed, for the calling of the messages of the phone that you read, tension over the surrounding of what you find to focus on, for the what do you ignore. What course of action would you take for the feeling of what you put at stake? For this is nothing for to be able to find the saving over the amen, for the amending of the withdrawal lining at the end. Rebounding yourself for the what's vulnerable enough for the pain of the face without the conceit, for the lie, for this to be the lies via to convince you, for the live the defense of others, for the needing of it, or whether you're weak or or to find the real, or what's to conceal, the peel, or never the what's compelling, or ever to find a house without the roof. This would be the light, the not without the top, the sky's the limit for what's right, for this to find an attitude for what you care about, or slide smile, extended with the door open over the dreams, of this to be intertwined for the reason. You are that shining star that I like to see in time. Look through your linear for the liners of contention, for the collection to simply ask for that, for the opinion, for the head, for the vein, for the some temporal enough of the view. Chemical, or complex, or chemistry, transformation, or stranding whispers for the stories of change, for this discovery, for the courage to embrace the authenticity. All these things. Your smile is like
And it was not the same, or was it a metaphor to explain the discipline, hanking for your own intention, for the breathing, rapping over yourself, for the fashion, for the suffering, and through the rants and amputation over the my body, my soul. Can you imagine the hands holding mine for the cupping, and the face of the running through the place of the dreaming, sunny days it is to feel alone, and the rain again for the skipping, dripping over the to be the shang shining, calm to the dark for the storm is and be for the cooling of the heart of the pain. Or inner source decay for the riding alive, for the tearing away to the beat, for this driven to kill, for the brain that's switching over your best to eat, and I can find what's the problem. Strengthen yourself. Strangers in your hands, therefore your essence, the drift, or either. Whatever it demands, whatever the substance that undergoes that shift, journey to independence, to finding your own space. Moving out of the mind, and moon, the founding, exhilarating for the nerve, the rack, over the share of the roof, the time that was before built to exchange. Prospect not for the having your own, or following someone else's, your wrong and your rules. Score for the listing of visiting, over your countless places to finally stumbling upon your what was felt. And all that seems once was to think of me, for the sound of the heart longs to hear, for the speaking of the name, for the may I hear the echo, please. And that was the lingering inside of the air for the left descent, for this to be upon your lips, this the brief mumble for the before you leave me to breathe in, exhale out, this I can kiss, this is what's once before I go. Broken and ever so weak for the mentally ripped into shreds. Looking into this, I find it standing strong, courageous and unshaken for what you see is now for that, the empty shell for the force of the limbs to move. I only hope that nothing significant slips through the cracks. For people that wanted to protect that, for the one that didn't open the matter, for this is life, for the stripping of your empathy. You could put into the one put one foot down for the other, for the hope, the light, the drums come to walk with you, the guy to get the steps. This could be strengthened and thought it was strong enough to put the no one know a weak. And sometimes you need someone to tell you whether you're not terrible enough or to think you are. Sometimes you need to think that you're not so far away as a star, for the star that could be, for the time, for the never, the light, for the flame, for the heart, for the drain, for the droplets that fall upon the feeble body, for the every day that you can find a turn to become the one that's shy. A reply for the peace of this to get it all, for the here and the now, for never the shelves of the dust of the words of the living, it'll never be an open book. And the thug for down the nerve, for this to teach you what you heard, for the graduated inside of the prison, or for the graduated the college to share the education, for the moon to just the face for, or for the evening, or for the death of the sun to met the moon, for this the bodies that had to known each other for the far age, and to survive the monster facing you. And if I promise to slave in all of you for the deep, for the bright enough, for the darkest the corners of the mind, I find what's inside of that, for the door to be open, for the promise to slay them all for you, for the writing over the darkest corners of your heart. It's meant to be for you, for the against that, for the world, for the ever to feel the new you, for the each darkest hour, for the realizing that, for the monster you create, for the moment of it, you can find the thought. Having a moment of the thought, you all had the soulmate, for this is not someone that comes into your life peacefully, but the someone that comes to make the question things, to change everything, for the reality, for the mark that that's before and after. Human being and ever the I, the lie. So I idealize that for the ordinary person, for the manage and revolutionize your world in a second. Coming over that, or the barely this to be, and the catalog's tall to tell the thing, for what you find the end of and not regret. And I'm on my knees, back towards you, for the waiting in the end, for this knowing that you would be the executioner for the well-read. A chapter rail read for this over the meaning, for the this to be me, for the book that I wanted to read, for this to put down, for the diff, for the fear, for the never to reach the end. A missing piece of me, for the depth of the come painfully, for the piecing of me, for this with every person that dies able to go over the close to the chapter that's worth it, for the never the small circle with us assuming of what you do it all, for the believing that you know the boredom and loneliness. It's quite contrary for the found satisfaction for the where you are near or near here. This is here the words I was right here, but the ears of the crashing waves breaking to the defense in the side. Through the midnight sky, for the presented ignited the blaze, lighting of the existence so hot enough that the beauty was blinding, for the finally adjusting a light. And after being in the darkness, so present it felt right, or the eyes through the eyes of ever the vivid that be bright enough for the once broken, the heart beating again for the feeling that's life's might. With you by the side, for the conquering all, for discovering a new life, for the unknown before you, for the standing tall, for the thought, for the losing, unfathomable enough to be scary, enough for the leaving of a void, for the doubt, for the cause you can crawl, for the light before you find a distant memory, for the job through the book, for the you don't want to read or see. Nothing life and ever matters, and never the long and the long for me, for this universe and with you are, for this is where the one to be, for this to not make mistake, for the past aggression, or for the passion or the aggression, for the stance, the space, a lot to love. Suppression, my words may not never seem so stern, for this to only strengthen you, for this society is to always in the respect, for never forgotten, never to fight for this, for the night to the end, for the jury. Nice to fight, this to be that battle, for the always losing. People, I played too long. Played the same songs and never can get along. How does it seem to be so critical for the coming in the clouds, preparing to hit the landing strip, but just the custom to the cuts, the way the villain, the giving of the head now. Reception of that for the carpet to be not putting his foot down. Fed up. No bodyguard for not showing appreciation for the countering of what's smooth enough to be a double agent, for this to be left in observation. Package of problem solved, the mind that never so completely itemizing for the visual that never has it been, for this the individual, for the dismissal, for the indifference and what you find debating over what you misbehave. Meanwhile, inside of the inception of thoughts, clearly caught yourself thinking, myself leading into another direction to reply, maybe. Or you can hold that within your fingertips and where the fire dance bright enough. The devil walks in garments in black as night. Yet it's not a rise for the tattered the cloak, cause he's clad enough. This is iron threads. This is devil is true. Wish I hated you. Beneath the shadow for the brim of this hat so grand, the lies, the eyes that gleam for the mischief of the evil plan. Suit the polish, the shoe that's so fine. For the souls of the feet, for the ever to beware of the mortals. For Tempting wares for this to be the grip, and no soul can catch this unfined silk. Sad, never the wood and the spells of lust delayed. So heed the warning, take the words to heart. Devil wears Prada, I guess it was this would be the not narcissist for the grand size of this luxury, the glamour. But it matters to the lies of the warning, and echoed into the whisper of the wise, you find what's to deny. Wish I hated you, with the strength to be able to hold the door open. Stream of thoughts chaotic enough of the configuration and lies which were never intended to be bought. Merry deception for the rarer, the clearest complexion of the soul's imperfections and would soon be perfected. And restless youth, curious and new, find you grasping for the truth to tell me the things you need from me, what I can give you. The flowers of the moon were tried so hard to make this work, for this the fire within, but this to continue to burn, for the we played the fools so long and they ignored the cracks. This now we dance on the fragile glass, two hearts once warm are now gone. Cold like the barren trees of winter, for they don't know if you can grow, for the hands of my feet leaving your snow. Vanished long ago. The sun, rain, they can't find to coexist together, for the caught in the cycle we can't resist. This is what more, the what not what we need, for this painful truth and what be hard to conceive. You're the smoke in my lungs, scars of the skin, the air in the room for the thin and suffocated gets sad enough for this is true. Beautiful, but this thing destined over the fire, this stain, this five flowers on the moon for the love is so vast, this desolate place for the wear out the tune, forever consumed. Class of the future, you can find to keep killed or be clear to kill this, to find a drill to add here, or the soldiers from what you find dearly. Position for the here on earth, for this the method with the Father, with lots of you can find that he is worth that for that cry, right? The season over the changing, over the heart rearranging, the digging for the fragrance of the past situation, for the building opportunities to choose what you need from me. And I'm inclined to cruise you youthfully, or be as a tender flower for the fury of fire, for the stand unbowed, for this through the every trial. Fearly plow and never the grit the rage. I faced each blow for the spite of the tears and let them flow, fine tended, relentless. Never knew how happy the day in the life it felt for the failure, for the specialty for the my hope at the ending of every word for the year will be followed by the prosperity, and that's this the final. We'll find it when it comes. And convention over the hiring over the journey, for this to be shaking over what you find and submitted to your application for the best, just alone the cursed state. And you're broken for the field with despair for the difference, and you're the find a pair for this to be the graph, this sided window for the cold sickness, the collecting outside of your window for the window pane, the shiver over the course of throughout the soul for the standing and gazing and mirror to someone else. And it was all the thought for the what made to behold, the silence behind the glass, what to see the sound. Imagine its tones and how they might have been heard. Try to respond, but the voice feels broken. It seems that I lost the right to words, but the sudden emotion for another down his path. Yet again, sadly, will the one not depart for this foot. No, the bent to be forgotten, never the purpose it never was for beating. That imagination now is clean for every door that I'm a god that you pray to disguise as a human, never to see what you do. Jumping from body to body the last week, I was somebody else, as the host of this to have no clue. I think tomorrow I might be, and I see you in intensive care. You know for the describe your experience, you really think, believe in the what or what you should shoot for. Imagine having your final lucid dream for the imagining of your living in world, just you. Figure out how to survive without all I need. It will be something good for me. I can use another experience. That's all for me. I trust that this is greater than the worst predicament. Nothing. What can I say about what I'm feeling? If it's wrong.